Hey, Elder Geek Gamer here. Welcome to the channel. And today I'm fortunate to be joined by one of my best gaming buddies, Robert Savage. Robert and I have been gaming since when?
99, 2000 time frame.
99, and we've spent many an hour on Halo. We've spent many an hour of Gears of War. And separately, we've spent many an hour on the Mass Effect series. He's the only person out of the group of gamers that I'm friends with who also really got into Mass Effect.
Yep.
So I'm really honored to have him here today because he's such a nerd like I am. You know, as an Elder Geek, he will be an Elder Geek one day soon, so he'll maybe take over for me. But today we're here to talk about the Mass Effect Legendary Cash Bundle, which is really tough to get your hands on right now. They pretty much sold out everywhere, but I ordered one in February. So I've got that here today to show you. In fact, let's put it on the table. It is not small. It's big, really big, and it's got some cool stuff in it from what I've seen on other videos. So we're going to take the time to unbundle this today. I'm going to let Robert do all the work since I can tell him to do that. Since I'm the Elder Geek, I'm going to do that. Is that okay?
Sure.
So we'll get to the unboxing right now. Okay, so we just spent a couple minutes trying to figure out how the heck we're going to unbox this monster. And I think we got it figured out. So Robert, take it away.
All right. So I'm going to move this down here slightly out of the camera view. We're going to open this and we'll start out at the top.
And we have a letter to Shepard from which guy's from David Anderson, from the captain. Cool, very cool. So that's on the very top to greet you to the game. So we'll put this here.
No, and then there's your artwork.
You unbox it.
All right.
You the man.
So here I believe is the artwork that they talked about on this. Very well covered and protected. You are going to have to watch out for the tape.
It's just tissue paper, so we don't care.
Yep.
They did do a good job of the boxing.
They did. It was very secure.
The thing that always surprises me, though, is they didn't have a seal on the outside box.
Oh, it didn't?
No. So that would leave it open to tampering. And we bought this from Best Buy. I bought it from Best Buy, and it didn't come in an outer box. Oh yeah, dude. Oh wait, hold that up next to it. We got tipped over there anyway. Yeah, that's killer. I can think of a bunch of places to put that.
Yeah, that's and it's canvas.
Yeah, the Normandy is just such an awesome ship. And it's got the best AI ever.
Absolutely. All right. Well, then let's go next to the steel box.
Wow, that's sweet.
Yes.
Is that 3D? Oh yeah. It's got kind of bumped up.
Yeah, the graphics on that is just.
And Robert does a lot of CAD work and 3D design and those type of things. So he's kind of like me. Hey, look. 3 N7s in the room at once. Wow, that's cool. That is really sweet.
Yeah, I like that.
Check that thing out.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to get me one of these. I may have to pay extra for it. Yep.
So this is your choice maker. You know?
They call it a spinner.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know if let's see if it'll spin. Kinda. I know. Put some WD-40 on and it'll spin like crazy.
There you go. See.
So, do you want to make good choices? Do you want to make bad, questionable choices? It's up to you. Now, me, I always play the game as a Paragon. I hate it that I'm such a goody two-shoes, but it really rubs me the wrong way to play this game and play as a bad guy. And one day I'll do it, but I'll do it in secret and I won't tell anybody and I won't stream it. How about you?
Well, me, I always mix it up. I believe that the character of Shepard is not meant to be either completely good or completely bad.
I would agree with that.
If you're going to be that person, you're going to be a little bit of both.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I like that. I think every so often I've made the more aggressive choice, and
felt guilty afterwards.
Oh my God, I couldn't sleep all night. No, not really. But let's get to the heart of the matter, which is the really cool thing.
A piece of foam on top?
With a piece of foam on top. Oh, you know what? We're going to need a knife. And
this even has the logo on the box.
Oh yeah, isn't that cool?
does.
So let's pause this. Let's grab a knife and we'll come back and we'll open this up. Okay, so we're back, and my advice to Robert was let's cut this off screen, because every time I try to cut something and I'm on screen, I'm actually taping. And I always do this. Why do we call video taping when there is no tape?
Well, it's the same reason that you don't record it on screen, because you would cut yourself.
Okay.
If I did it on screen, I'd cut myself.
Anyway, so and I was going to say we're filming it, but there is no film, so heck with this. With this been cut, let's go ahead and unbox it, Robert.
Ready?
Yeah, do it. Ooh, the N7 noggin. Now,
Ooh.
I have a huge head. Do you have a huge head?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so this will be a test.
Look at this, the graphical carbon fiber with texture.
Yeah.
Still in the bag. Move this over here out of the way now for a minute. Ooh, man.
That is awesome. Look, silica gel. Who would have thought?
More silica gel.
Wow, they don't short us on the silica gel.
Wow.
Wow,
So just so you know, in my opinion, this is excellent work, because it's got the look of carbon fiber up here, and it's got the feel of carbon fiber. And it's not the shiny, it looks like it's been worn. It even has the worn areas through here on this, to where it looks like it's actually been used.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Got a couple different. And we'll do some still shots at the end after I do editing and that type of stuff. And my understanding is there's batteries that go in this, and it'll light up either blue or red, depending on whether you're feeling like a Renegade, and we remembered Renegade, or a
Paragon.
If you only have one gun, what's it called?
Doggone.
Doggone. And then there's the Paragon. So this is very cool. So I don't know if this flips up or anything. I think you just put it on your head. So
it does not.
You do the honors.
You want me to put it on my head?
You put it on your head, take your glasses off, and let's do it. Will it fit the Robert Savage noggin?
Well, there is actually a clip in here, but I think that might be supposed to go under your chin. So there's a release here where you can change.
Oh, I think that goes around your head. That's for your... No, this is for your head.
Yeah,
that's weird.
That goes around your chin.
We'll figure it out. Stay tuned.
Okay, hold on.
You can put that towards the back.
I gotta open that up. There is a dial back here. It's kind of hard to see, but a dial back here so that you can increase.
Big heads, be prepared. I've had good luck with the helmets I've purchased so far in my collector's editions. They're all big head oriented. So we'll see if this one...
It tightens, but oh, there it goes. You gotta turn it a little bit to get it to loosen.
You break it, you pay for it.
Yeah, I know. I'm buying beer for a year at that point, right?
Keep this thing behind you, because I think that's messing you up too from this on.
Yeah, let's put that in the back. I don't need a chin strap on this.
No,
thing. It's not a.
We're not riding any stinking motorcycles today.
I'm not even riding a bicycle.
Not even a bicycle. I can give you my scooter. Skateboard. It fits. It fits. It fits. Can we have applause? That is
I've
awesome.
never looked better.
That is awesome. Now, take it off, because I got something to tell you. Happy birthday.
What?
Happy birthday. This is
For
yours.
me?
This is yours for your
Are you
birthday.
serious?
Yeah, I bought two of them. I got one coming for me in June or July. This one's yours.
But Juju's not coming till June or July.
That's okay. You get this. You're my best bud, and you're my only Mass Effect gaming buddy. So I thought you'd like this. I got Darren and Dean and Chris to chip in on it, so I didn't just pay for it myself. And they were happy to ride on the Elder Geek train. No, this is all yours, buddy.
Oh, I don't know what to tell you.
Just enjoy it. Put it somewhere prominent in your
I
office.
certainly will. This is going to go on the wall.
I knew you wanted it, so
Just the spot.
so.
You the man, Mark.
Well, no, I'm the Elder Geek. I'm the Elder Geek.
All right, you're the Elder Geek. You're the egg.
Hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. We're going to take a minute and we're going to compare it to the helmet from Fallout. We're also going to compare it to the Doom helmet just to see how it looks, and we'll put all three of them on the table here. So we'll take a quick break and set those up, and we'll look at them together. Happy birthday, brother!
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we are back, and we've got the helmets that I currently have in my collection. And I've got the Fallout 76 helmet. I would like to have one of these helmets. Unfortunately, I gave it away to my best buddy. So I don't have one of these right now, but I will have one soon. So, and then we've got the Doom helmet from Doom Eternal. And, out of these two, I would rate this the lowest. It's cool, but it's big and it's clunky and it's kind of cheaply made, I guess. But it's not bad, and I'm happy with it. What do you think? You haven't seen this
It
before.
doesn't have the graphical effect that something like this does.
Yeah.
Because, like I said before, this doesn't just look like carbon fiber, it feels like carbon fiber. It doesn't just look like metal, it feels like metal. It feels antiqued.
Mm-hmm. Like me.
Like it's been worn.
Like me.
Well, I was going to say worn out, but...
And then, you've not looked at really the Doom helmet in person, have you?
I have looked at it on some of your videos. Mm-hmm. That might be one of the best setups. I like the rubber feel of this area down here. I like the lens on this. I think the lens on this is got a cool
and
effect.
it's got lighting up here, and it's got quite a bit more with lighting. So, but we won't go into all those details. If you want to see this in action, check out my other video. I'll be trying to remember to put a link to it in the bottom of this video here.
This room's too small for.
I cut that out, but that was the best burp you've ever heard. Okay, so we've rearranged our room a little bit here. Robert's all happy camper now that he's got his toy to take home with him. And I will continue to take this next month or two until I get mine to make him feel bad and guilty about giving him this and the fact that I don't have one yet. No guilt.
You can't do it.
Anyway, looking at Mass Effect 1, 2, 3, Andromeda, and now Legendary Edition. We thought we'd share a couple of our thoughts from playing it back in the day and currently. Like I said, Robert's had a couple hours. Now for me, dislikes. I didn't like the way the Mako handled. I kind of felt like I was in a float-a-boat, and it was really tough to get it to go where I wanted to go. And a lot of the time you spent kind of struggling with it. That was one thing. One thing I forgot to talk to you about too, because we kind of pre-rehearsed some of this. I also didn't like, I think it was in 1 or 2, all the planetary exploration. We had to mine for this and mine for that.
That was 2 and 3.
I'm sorry, that was just the most boring thing I've ever done in my life. Yep. To try to figure out what's on the planet. And yeah, I could do it, but it was not the most enjoyable part of Mass Effect. So we've got the wonky Mako, we've got that, and also in the Mass Effect 1, shooting was kind of rough. I mean, it just was sticky. You just couldn't aim where you wanted to aim. So those are the 3 things I didn't like. I'll share with my likes after this, but what are your thoughts on that?
So, having played a couple hours of the Legendary Edition now, a couple of the things that they fixed, in my opinion, on that. One is the Mako, but it's still not exactly where I think it should be, in part because the Mako now, it turns like all 6 wheels are turning. Instead of like it really is, it's a tank where the 2 front wheels turn. And so it would not have near the turning radius that the one in the video does. So and I'm a guy that drove a 2-door Jeep Wrangler for a while, and you can turn that thing on a dime. This is not going to drive like that, but it does in the video. Mm-hmm. And so to me, that's one of the things well, I don't know if they need to fix it or not, but it is what it is.
But it's better than it was.
It doesn't bounce. It doesn't bounce like the other one did.
So no floaties, or not as much floaties, so that's good. Because I haven't played it yet, like I said.
And also for me, one of the things that was kind of weird for me, I kind of alluded to this earlier, I came to it from a different direction. I started out with Mass Effect 3 and then went back to 1 and 2. So going from Mass Effect 3 to Mass Effect 1, the shooting was terrible, but I still love the game.
Right.
Love the atmosphere. I love the way people interacted together. Um, the shooting now is so much better. And the reason I think it's so much better, in part, is because of the graphics. There's so much higher definition in the graphics, it's easier to see what you're shooting at.
Ah.
Rather than just a marker out there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, before you're shooting at a marker, and that marker might be somebody hiding behind something, and you keep shooting at this box because somebody's hiding behind it.
But in 4K, you can see.
In 4K, you can see them.
Right.
You can see that they're not actually there.
Yeah. So you agree with me on the planetary
absolutely.
exploration?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh my God.
That was mind numbing.
I think I'm actually guilty of falling asleep with my controller in my hand a couple times while doing that. Anyway, let's talk about the stuff that we like.
How many planets did you explore in your sleep?
I don't know. But I did beat the game. And by the way, on 3, I didn't have a problem with the ending. I really didn't.
I didn't either.
You know,
I thought it was a finality.
yeah, I mean, you and I talked about the fact that we liked Andromeda more than other people. Yeah, it was
Yes.
wonky at first. Yeah, there was a lot of buggy stuff. But actually, the story, the graphics, I had fun playing it. I didn't finish it. So that says something right there. I need to go back and finish it. Well, it's damn, you completionist, you. You just always have to be better than I am, don't you?
Nope.
Let's talk about some of the things we liked, and I'll let you start this time. What did you like about this series?
So this series, the thing that I liked about it was a distraction from the everyday life. I'm not one of those people that plays games just to be a gamer. I've got a 9-to-5 job, okay, like everybody else. This was something to do to take my mind off of my everyday dealings. So that's what I like about the interaction that Shepard has with his crew, and that the crew has with each other, and the fact that you're working as a team and you're working to accomplish a goal.
Right.
Yeah. Granted, blowing stuff up doesn't hurt either.
And you get to blow some really fine stuff up too. Yeah, and
lots of shooters.
What'd you think about the Paragon and Renegade system, about making those choices?
Well, the thing for me is, when you talk about making a choice, I don't think it's ever black and white. I don't think you can. I don't think you really want to play through as complete Paragon or complete Renegade. I think it's a combination. I think you have to play it as there are certain situations where you're going to be a renegade, and there are certain situations where you're going to take the high road.
Right.
That's just me, though.
For me, it was about the characters. It really was. It was about meeting these new individuals from unique planets with unique ideas and thoughts, and this larger federation of planets was just amazing to me. I mean, the scope of it. For example, Destiny is one of the games you and I played a lot
Yes.
of, and it's a fun looter shooter. Okay?
Yes.
And the story's there, but it doesn't have the depth of character that Mass Effect does. It doesn't have the stickiness of have met that person for the first time and then gone on missions with them multiple times, changing out your party as you land on a planet, and then switching it out again. Just the character and story for me was paramount in this whole thing. Is what sucked me into the whole series.
Yep.
I think it's one of the things that lost us also with Andromeda.
Yes.
Because we lost those characters.
Yes. Now, I don't know how much of this is actually true, but there's talk that they're coming out with another Mass Effect. And it's going to go back to the original group. Not original group. But if it does, that'll be an interesting prospect. And one other thing I would add about Mass Effect, and the reason I played it, is I'm one of those type people. I've not found anything on the radio or the television that I was just completely engrossed about in the last many years. But these games like this, I get engrossed in. So it's entertainment for me.
It was like a really good book or a really good movie.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's just one of those things that sticks with you after you're done with it. You go, man, I wish that book wasn't over.
Yeah. You want to keep playing.
Yeah. So the characters for me, that was a big part of the story. Additionally, it's funny, but I always try to make my character, my Commander Shepard was a guy with gray hair, with this type of a facial hair, and I actually see myself through the character that I'm playing. And I think that type of depth and involvement and really makes a big difference in the game. When you can do that and see yourself in that game, and that's what Mass Effect allowed me to do. It allowed me to fantasize about being Commander Shepard for a while.
Yes.
And that took me out of my everyday stuff. And so I'm excited about doing the remaster. I'm really looking forward to the Legendary Edition. That's our thoughts on our experience with the game. We hope you're really enjoying it. I think I've enjoyed doing this video. Robert?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, you got a freebie, so screw you. Anyway, you're going to enjoy
And
it.
I'll take it,
You got the...
You can do it all day long.
What's up next? What am I going to give you next, right? Okay, go for it.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah, yes. More, please. Hope to see you on the next video. Elder Geek Gamer out. Thanks so much for watching. So, there's one little story that I forgot to tell, and that is that this whole birthday surprise for Robert almost didn't happen. So it was yesterday that I went and picked up this from Best Buy, and I ordered this in February, so it's been a long time coming. I went down and just used curbside pickup for the heck of it, and the guy brought it out to me, and I brought it home. But I had lunch in between and a few other things. I sat it on my floor, and I looked at it, and I went, you know, that box looks a little funny. There's no seal on the box. I'd better make sure that what's in here is all there for Robert's birthday, which was very important to me. And when I opened it up, the tissue paper that you saw unwrapping the this graphic, I don't have it up anymore, earlier, was just thrown all over this. The plastic that this was wrapped in was ripped open and torn apart. The seal down here was totally opened. The plastic that the helmet came in was off to the side. And I said, oh, crap. This thing's been opened and used. And who knows who has stuck this on their head. So I called up, tried to call the store, and Best Buy no longer lets you talk to the store. So I called the 800 number, and they said, yeah, that's right. We're sorry for your inconvenience, but you can't get any of these anymore. And so sorry, that's all we can do for you. So what do? I get in the car, and I take myself and my angry spirit up to the Best Buy up here, and I walk in the door nicely and say, hello, I'd like to speak to the manager. And I just do that exact thing. The manager comes over, and he understands exactly what happened. He says, but I don't think I can find one of these for you. So he did his best. He checked all the stores. He checked corporate. And then I saw him talking to an employee over there to the side. And he came back and he said, look, he says, I have one left, but it's for an employee. And the employee, you know, he's not going to be real happy about this, but he'll live with it. And I said, well, if it wasn't for my buddy's birthday, if this wasn't for this, I can't give him something that's already been opened. I said, can we switch boxes? And he says, yeah, absolutely, I will switch boxes with you. So that is how this thing happened. It almost didn't. So I would like to thank Best Buy for choosing to be a paragon rather than a renegade in this particular situation. And I have the manager's name here. Let's pull that up real quick. Take me just a second. We'll maybe cut from this and come back. It's in my notes. Because he didn't mind me doing a shout out for him. Because he went the extra mile. And I'm an Elite Plus member. I mean, I spend a lot of money with Best Buy every single year.
He does. And most of it on gaming.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You would have to see the other side of what's behind the camera.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here, just to say the least.
And if you want to see what's behind the camera, do the video where he shows his playroom.
Okay, his name was Stephen Thew. And it's Theue. I'm sorry if I've murdered the name, but Stephen, thank you so much for helping me. To the employee that was good enough to give this up so I could surprise my buddy with an unopened box, and that's what I purchased. So that's what I should have gotten. Yep. I really appreciate that. Over the years, I've spent a lot of money with Best Buy, but I've also had a lot of relationships with people there. My business was just down the street, and they would see me in there at least 1 day a week, maybe 2 days a week. Robert would often be with me.
Oh, yeah.
And my other gaming buddies would be with me, so we knew people by first name. So Best Buy for me has been the place where I like to buy. It's local, and I like to support local businesses. So thanks for fixing this, Best Buy. Thanks for being a paragon and not being a renegade. I really appreciate it. And guess who else appreciates it?
Absolutely.
Robert appreciates it.
Robert does.
So that's the story of how this almost didn't happen and how Best Buy made it right. Thanks.